Hey guys, how are you all doing tonight? I hope you guys are having a wonderful night and all that fun stuff. Now, this video isn't exactly fun. It is about as out of character and on the spot as it gets, so let's begin. So, in a video like this, I would like to clear the air on a couple of things. You know, this is for everyone that is watching, and this is for everyone that is currently involved in the situation that we are currently, you could say, battling with and all that. The situation involving PIMPNITE and Verlisify. And I know, I get it, I had already made a video following up on that original video, but you could say that this is a follow-up of a follow-up. Well, I mean, not really. It's kind of like a different video in and of itself, but this is me clearing the air, being as straight up 100% neutral and down the middle, so that way you guys can see that I'm not 100%, bias and all that stuff. The thing is, yes, is that I am a very emotional person. Sometimes I do get a bit hot-headed. I mean, you saw clearly in my initial video, I was very heated, just remembering, having all these things come to fruition and come back to memory and have it autoplay in my head during the time of me making that video. It was a very emotionally charged video. I'm not even gonna lie about that. And, I was kind of thinking, whether or not I should post it, but the thing is that, it isn't the first time that I have posted emotional videos here on this channel, and I went ahead with it and posted anyways, because, that's a part of me being 100% with you guys, is that, I don't hide my emotions, especially when it comes to things that, I have some form of investment in, whether it's something as simple as Pokemon or, something that, is a really big, you could say, part of my personal life. Again, growing up with having a slight hindrance, you could say, in my social ability, being the fact that I have Asperger's syndrome, which is on the autism spectrum. And there's a lot of people I know that, have some form of autism. And the thing is that, I want to preface this point to say that it doesn't make you any less of a person if you have a disability or any form of hindrance, because the thing is that some of the most smartest and successful people have similar, if not the same sort of hindrances, like Bill Gates, for example, and also Keanu Reeves, a very successful actor, like I could go on for quite a while about, all these successful people that also suffer, you could say, through similar sort of disabilities and or hindrances. But the thing is here is that there's always going to be a little bit of an emotional charge when it comes to this particular issue because, again, it revolves around the fact that, we're dealing with someone who has personally, made fun of me for having a disability, and then to turn around and claim, oh, it wasn't a personal attack, that's just like throwing even more salt into the already unnecessary wound right there. I mean, I get that, myself and this individual have had our issues relating to the Pokemon community. That's one thing. I mean, okay, like, there's things that I've called him out on, and there's things that he's done that has been objectively bad for the community, and as a result, the majority of the community has lashed out and, really kind of showed him how they felt. And the thing is that they weren't exactly 100% in the wrong in doing so. Now, here's the thing, is that, there is one, if I'm going to have one thing that I agree with Verlisify on is the whole thing with anti-hacking, okay? Here's the thing, is that, I do agree with the fact that there shouldn't be hacking in Pokemon, but see, I'm a little bit more lenient when it comes to hacking. I mean, if you are battling with your friends and, it's a casual battle, and they're cool with you using hacked Pokemon, and, you're cool with them using hacked Pokemon, whether they be illegally hacked, meaning, like, impossible movesets or impossible abilities, things like that, or whether they are, you could say, legally hacked, meaning that, aside from them being hacked, which takes, like, what, 5-10 minutes to hack a legal team, but everything else is, you could say, battle legal, then that's one thing, let sleeping dogs lie, so to speak. But, however, the part that I really agree with is the fact that you shouldn't bring hacked Pokemon to official tournaments like VGC. That is the part that, you know, I, without question, agree with. But that's where the agreements and the similarities come to a dead halt. Because here's the thing, is that, and I think this is something that we all can agree on, is that, you know, we're all human at the end of the day. You know, we all have our flaws, we all have our strengths. And the thing is, one of my flaws is the fact that, you know, sometimes I get, you know, a little bit hot-headed. I get a little bit too emotionally charged. And the thing is that, you know, that's just one of, I'm sure, very many flaws that I have. And rather than me denying it, rather than me cowering in a corner and, you know, curling up and denying and all that stuff, I embrace it, because that's the beautiful thing about being a human. That's what differentiates each and every single one of us from each other. Now, does it mean that those flaws are right, that they are justifiable to have? Well, I guess you could say it all depends on what the flaws really are. I mean, you know, like, it's perfectly fine to make mistakes, but it's not fine to keep on making the same mistake and not fixing that mistake. That in itself is yet another mistake. So you're essentially making two mistakes for the price of one. So if there is something that I can fix and improve on, I'm more than sure you guys are going to let me know and let me hear it. Because the thing is that, you know, there's been times in the past where I've made mistakes, and you guys haven't been shy to call me out on it, and to, you know, not do that to be malicious, but do it to, you know, be like, yo, man, it's like, we understand we're human, you know, and you're human too. We want you to be better. So please, you know, learn from these mistakes and try your best to not make those mistakes again. And I've done the absolute best I can to make sure that those mistakes don't crop up again. Now, when it comes to, you know, my mistake that you could say that I'm talking about, like my flaw that I'm talking about being, me being, you know, an emotional guy, me being a bit hot-headed and all that stuff, that's something that, admittedly, I do have to work on. And the thing is, I'll be man enough to say that, you know, my delivery sometimes when it comes to otherwise emotionally charged topics and sensitive topics, it could be done better. It definitely could be done better. You know, it's okay. I got a real good friend of mine who came up with this analogy a while back. The thing is that picture yourself ordering two packages. You know, you got one package from UPS, one package from Amazon. I'm completely using these companies as an example. You know, this isn't to discredit or, you know, show favoritism towards one or the other. But, you know, picture this. Picture you got two packages, right? You ordered something, and they both come in the same sort of packages, but one package is very neatly wrapped and, you know, is completely clean and all that stuff, and the other package is, you know, kind of just done in a half-assed job, you know. The contents are the same, but the packaging is not. You see what I'm saying right here? What I'm trying to say is that while I may have good intentions, and while my my message may be one thing, it's the delivery of it, you know, the whole intent versus impact thing that one of my former bosses had actually really put into perspective a while back when him and I had a heart-to-heart. It's the intent and impact. You know, your intent may be good, but it's the impact, meaning the delivery. So the thing is that, you know, there's been times where I'm sure that I have had good intentions, but I have messed up when it came to the impact, you know? And that's something that I'm completely okay with. Not okay with the fact that, you know, it's that I've made mistakes, but I'm okay with the fact that, you know, we're human at the end of the day, and that, you know, making mistakes is natural. That's how we learn lessons. That's how we become, you know, better people and all that good stuff. And the thing is, I'm always learning things, you know, every single day. I'm always learning something new. And the thing is, I don't ever want to stop learning. I don't ever want to stop, you know, improving myself and being a better person. And the thing is that I know that I still have a very, very long way to go. I'm always going to have a long way to go, you know, even until I'm on my deathbed, you know. I don't think I'm ever going to stop learning. So I won't lie, I kind of rambled a little bit there when I am trying to keep this video as condensed as possible, but I'm going to try and wrap things up here real quick with this final point, and that is to address Verlisify fans. Now here's the thing, and it may come as a bit of a shock to some of you guys that are watching, but I don't hate Verlisify fans. I don't even hate Verlisify. The thing is with me is that hate is a very, very strong word. Like, it is in my opinion, a very, very strong word, you know? Even with the things that has happened between us, you know, I have a very strong dislike, you know, for him and for people that are like him, that are, you know, mimicking his toxic behavior and all that stuff. And it's mostly the behavior I have a problem with, you know? It's something that's really not good for the community. Now, I want to say that I don't even dislike all Verlisify fans. In fact, you know, there's some Verlisify fans, you know, past and present that are subscribed here, right? One such individual, in fact, like, we're friends. You know, we follow each other on Twitter. And we even had a Skype conversation for a few hours, and he's a really cool dude, you know? Like, we've agreed on a few things, and we've disagreed on a few things. But, you know, the thing is, we had that respect for each other, and, you know, basically it was a case of agree to disagree if we can't come to, like, you know, some sort of middle ground or something like that, you know? Here's the thing, is that it's the behavior, okay? You know, if there's a portion of Verlisify fans that are not mimicking the behavior, that are literally subscribed there just for the content and nothing more, like, I'm talking about the good, non-drama content, hey, I literally have got no problem with you whatsoever. You know, you guys are cool. But it's those that are the fans of the drama that continues to stoke the fires and even go as far as to mimic the kind of negativity and toxicity that he has portrayed in the community, then that's where we start to have a bit of a problem, you know? That's not something that I'm standing for, and the thing is that that was one of the intents behind my initial call-out videos, because I was calling out, not only was I calling out the actions, but I was calling out the just overall the negativity that, you know, this guy was portraying towards my friend Ben, aka PIMPNITE. And the thing is that I know that I said that I was going to be making just a full-on response video, and I want to press this point that I'm going to be leaving out every single bias that there is, every single personal, or, like, just basically everything that you, can add in that is personal and bias. It's like, everything's going to be taken out. It's going to be unbiased, and it's going to be right down the middle. And I'm going to be calling the facts like it is, and nothing more and nothing less. Now, the thing is that on to, you know, back to being personal here. Ben is my friend, right? And seeing my friend being bullied, you know, it kind of brings back some memories of seeing one of my friends being bullied and intimidated, where I had to actually step in between my friend and the bully and, you know, basically be face-to-face with the bully and say, hey, man, back off. Like, what the hell did he do to you? Like, what's your problem, you know? And he ended up walking away, because it's like the guy literally had no excuse and no reason to get into my friend's face and, you know, start, like, being just really rude and intimidating to him, you know? I stepped up to him. I said, listen, man, it's like, you know, you shouldn't be doing this. Like, you should be a better person, you know? And the thing is, the guy was bigger than me, you know? But I didn't care. It's like, you know, the size of the bully doesn't matter, right? It's the size of the heart of someone that's willing to stand against bullying. And as someone that has stood against bullying my whole life, you know, I'm not going to stop standing against bullying, even when I'm on my deathbed, you know. I am going to do the very best I can to continue to spread anti-bullying awareness and positivity and all that stuff, because that is really and truly what I'm all about. You know, you strip away everything that, you know, you have seen on the channel, whether it's me playing a crazy character called Mega Crasher, or, you know, whether it's just, you know, anything else really. You strip away just everything. And I'm just a normal average guy that, you know, wants to do the best I can to make the world a better place, you know? And I would like to think that for almost 7 years that I have worked as a healthcare security officer, that I have done the best I could to make the place I work at a better place, you know? And the thing is that, you know, I don't think I ever want to stop, like, working, like, regular jobs, because, you know, it's something that not only do I enjoy being busy and all that stuff, but the thing is that, you know, also things like bills are never going to go away, right? And, you know, at this rate, YouTube is not a reliable income source and all that stuff, but I'm not even doing YouTube for the money anyways. I mean, I'm doing it because I want to make, you know, the online community a better place as well. That's one of the reasons why I'm here, man. You know, I just want to make the community a better place. So just to preface this point once more, I don't know when I'm going to be making my video where I respond in full to the entirety of the PIMPNITE Verlisify situation. Could take as little as a couple of weeks to a month, or, you know, maybe even several weeks. I don't know when I'm going to be making the video. Like, I don't know how long it's going to take for me to make the video. But rest assured that the video will happen. But the thing is that I do need and want to focus on the main source of the kind of content that I am all about here on the channel, that being inspiring and entertaining people, you know? And I highly doubt that you guys find videos that revolve around responding to drama entertaining at all. I mean, you know, like, if you guys do, well, there's drama alert, you know, like, subscribe to drama alert, subscribe to Keemstar if you guys are into that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the thing is here, you know, we're about positivity, we're about keeping it real, we're about, you know, making YouTube and just every community that we can be a part of a better place, and we're about also standing up for each other and standing up for those that need it the most. So, with that being said, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say for now. I think I said all that I needed to say finally. I can't believe that it took 2 videos and all that stuff. But I guess, like, you know, I really kind of just needed to have, you know, a couple of days to, like, really process everything. It's kind of like a little bit of a slip up on my end, which, you know, I'm completely fine with owning my mistakes. Like, I'm not going to run away from my mistakes. I'm not going to, you know, hide and deny and block you guys because you guys call me out on my mistakes. You're more than free to do so. In fact, I encourage you to do so, because the thing is that at the end of the day, I want to be a better person, and I want to keep it 100 with you guys. And part of being 100 is to be an adult and to own your mistakes. And the thing is that's something that I'm going to continue to do, and I hope that you guys keep it 100 with me. So thank you guys for watching, and don't forget, I love each and every single one of you guys. Thank you for the amount of love and support and understanding that you have shown me here, not just through this situation, but, you know, just through the entirety of, like, of me, like, you know, being on YouTube. Like, seriously, you guys are absolutely amazing. And with that being said, I hope you guys have yourself a good night, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So stay positive and keep it 100.